Well, hello again. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 in Lipinki. We are getting right into it, continuing where we left off last episode. And we are heading down to do this contract for soybeans. As you can see, I have accepted the contract in the upper right there, and we are on our way there now. It is right at the end of this road. Well, dirt path between fields. So here we are. And let me try get down to the end of it here without smashing into a tree. I tell you what, this map is definitely a challenge for maneuvering. So yeah, it's pretty terrible to kind of go right into this and into a time lapse, but here we go with the soybeans.
Roar of the engine, steel rolls on dirt. Blades spin fiercely, they grind, they hurt. Massey Ferguson, beast of the land. Soy screams surrender beneath my hand. Harvest the steel fields, power raging red. Soy falls to submission where the mighty tread. Tearing through acres, life meets machine. Metal God commands the soybean scene. Fuel-fed fury, the old beast thrives, churning destruction, keeping harvest alive. Blinding sunlight, dust clouds arise, brutal beauty beneath blood-red skies. Sweat drips from brow, melodic hum starts to soar. The machine sings old songs of battles before. Metal and man in unison stride, harvesting life where death does reside. Harvest the steel fields, power raging red. Soy falls to submission where the mighty tread. Tearing through acres, life meets machine. Metal God commands the soybean scene.
Great. That wraps up the harvesting of this field. I'll get this popped into the truck there. I'm sure you saw I already did one full load, 10,000 liters off to the sell point. So we'll unload this, and while I'm on the way over there, I didn't even go over the last episode review. So last episode we found the, we picked up the second collectible from the UFO crash site. Since it was new month, new episode. We did some tree cutting around our fields. Not a whole lot, nothing big. Sold some wood. It wasn't a lot, but it was, a little something in it. I'm trying to get some of these little trees out of the way. They make harvesting a little difficult sometimes. And then we did a cultivating contract. We pushed into November. We sold the straw bales that we had behind the barn from quite a while ago. And the we had bought, did I say we bought field 24 that had soybeans in it? I don't remember. Either way, we harvested that in November and sold the soybeans. Yeah. So that was last. I didn't want to get back in the combine. Come on, get in the truck. Really? Thank you. Alright, so we'll get this stuff sold. And again, we are in a new month in November. we didn't get a collectible yet in November, and it's a new episode, so we can get a collectible. And we already discovered previously 2 others that we couldn't pick up yet. One is up just outside the fence of the sawmill, and the other is actually at the sell point we're going to. So we'll grab that on our way out of there. And we're going to crash into the U.S. Postal Service truck that's in Poland, I guess. So here we are. Curious how much bonus we're going to get. One of these days we'll have somewhere to store stuff so we can, hold on to it till it's the best sales price, but it is what it is for now. $2,255 bonus. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Plus we're going to get a little bonus over here in a second. There it is. A little golden mushroom. A little $10,000 bonus. Right into it. Alright, so I am going to get this truck and the combine probably back to the farm, I think. Should be back to the farm. I don't think there's any other harvesting to do. There is a wheat harvest contract at the north end of the map, I think, but we're not going to get to that quite yet. We have some of our own field work to do. So I want to take care of that. Anyways, let me get these back to the farmyard, and then I'll be back. Right, we are back. Our equipment is back, and we are going to head off to our new field that had the soybeans in it. We got the cultivator. We're going to go cultivate that field because we got to get that flipped right away. So we will cultivate and at least plant probably that one. It doesn't look like it needs lime, and I do have the new fertilizer and lime spreader. Pretty sure I loaded the mod in. So we'll probably be either buying that in addition to the one we have already, or I'll just sell the other one. Don't know if it's worth keeping the small one. It might be easier to have both. So I don't have to keep swapping out lime and fertilizer. But we'll see. So I think, is this it? Yeah, this wheat field right here is the other contract. So that's a pretty big field for the Massey Ferguson. So, alright. So much easier to do cultivating contract because I don't have to be super good with it, whereas on my own fields I feel like being a little bit more precise. But that's fine. We'll get this going, and I'm back with you when we're finished.
Rusty plow breaks the ground in anger. Old iron groans like a metal banger. Sun beats down, field turns to fire. Sweat and blisters fuel my desire. Plow the pain away, dirt flies high. Fingers bleeding on this fight to try. Ancient tools against furrow a scream inside. Cracked wheels they spin in frozen rage. This land's a beast, it sets the stage.
Okay, just finishing up this weird little strip it left. That'll do it. Alright, I'll get this back over to the farm. And we'll be back with the cedar, I guess. Alright, we are on the way back to the field with the planter. And, you know, getting into autumn, it's easier to see stuff. Like, look, another collectible. And there was also another one that I found. I saw something on the map that was a little odd when I was looking at what needed lime. And this was outside the recording. When I was just double checking stuff, you know, off camera. Yeah, I'll show that once I pull up over here. I think it's something they did just as a decorative feature. Down here at these houses and stuff. In their backyards, I mean, these aren't properties you can buy. You know, they're not purchasable farmlands. But I noticed it because they had the lime color. I forget which one it is. One of these yards down here had a collectible, I think, in the yard. Pretty sure that's when I saw it, but I screw around so much, who knows. But I think they did these as basically as little fields, just for the texture. Maybe it's supposed to look like a garden. I'll have to check it out when, you know, in the spring or something, see what it looks like. But anyways, we are here. We're going to do sorghum again because it's the shortest growing time. And then maybe after we harvest that other one over there, the sorghum there, maybe we'll do that one, soybeans or something. Depends if we get any other implements to do anything with. So, yeah, let's get the sorghum put in. Hopefully we have enough of everything here. Alright, and away we go.
Our prints in the dirt dust ain't far. Johnny's rusty tractor chewing the tar. Little bandit eyes had pull sorghum and soybeans gonna make it grow. Trash can of dreams in a field of gold. Raccoon farmer tucked on through as he's told. Clawing at the earth, planting the schemes, all for the harvest of trash pan of dreams. Whoa. Overall snagged on a wire fence high. Crop dust in the sky on a buggy that flies. Mud in
Plus some flowers or something. There was another collectible, but it'd be a little crazy for it to be there when there's this one right here. So that's one for the future. Put that back in. Yeah, let me get this back over to the farm. Again, cut out the unnecessary travel time from the video. So I'll see you back at the farm. Alright. We are back. We have got the weeder this time. and I'm going to use it on the Deutz. It's probably going to be a little tougher, but trying to not put so many hours on that least tractor. I'm pretty sure this will do it just fine. It's just going to be a little slow. So, yeah, finding that one collectible in the random like backyard is going to make things a little awkward, I think, for my rules for that. Like, I want to come across them organically, like the lumberyard when we were bringing trees over there. I can go look for them as long as we're at the location for a reason. The ones at the sell points, any of the sell points, obviously. That one, I mean, it's right on the path. But maybe I should wait until we have to sell something here. The backyard, I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait for those. And once we've gotten to a point in the series, if we're successful, I'll just go hunting for them. Or if we're failing and miserably and desperate for money, maybe. So what we're going to do is now we are going to weed this. And if you're wondering what I'm doing weeding it when there's nothing showing, well, actually, I might not even need it. I didn't even bother to look. Oh, no, there it is. It's kind of sparse. Come on. There we go. Weed growing. Yeah, if you're curious about the weeding of a field that's not showing any weeds, I have a video about weeding. So I'll throw a card into that, and it'll be linked at the end screen as well. But if you only have a small weeder like this, directly after planting, seeding your crop is probably the best time to do it, I would say. You don't want to wait. If you wait after the first, well, the only crop I tested was sorghum. So I don't know with some of the ones that like wheat or barley that would be a longer growth time. I don't know if those, might skip growth periods or whatever. Oh, on the GPS. It's terrible. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, anything past the first growth stage. And you start losing yield. So if you're somebody that does spraying, kind of messing myself up here now. I don't really have a plan for this, but figure I might as well get this headland here done so I have somewhere to turn around. And I'm just going to do the rest of the thing up and down. Yeah, so if you spray and you wait to do the spraying until the second, third, or beyond growth stage of the crop, you're going to be losing yield. I guess it kind of is what it is if you forget, but don't forget. The advice basically is, do your weeding as soon as possible, immediately, if possible. And the problem with waiting even for the first growth stage is you may have medium weeds. And if you have medium weeds, then you either have to spray or use the hoe. And so far, think there's only still the base game hoe. The Pottinger, something hoe. Which I actually prefer anyways. It's has a good working width and a good working speed. It's like I forget what the working speed is, but it's very good. So highly recommend the hoe. And you can still use it on something like this if you want to get it taken care of right away. Yeah, it's way faster than this. But this, it's heavy. It's very heavy. This thing would not be able to do it. Well, it would be able to carry it around. Maybe once it's down it'd be fine, but... So... I've been yapping a lot. I will finish this off with a time lapse, and I'll be back with you shortly. Finishes up the weeding. So that is that. We're gonna drive into this guy's field a little bit. I'm just gonna go this way. Look, there's another one by the gas station. I mean, there are a lot of them on the map, I guess, but that's pretty insane that I keep finding them with the grass and weeds and bushes kind of going dormant for the winter. So we will get the weeder back, and I'll see you back at the farm. Alright, we're back. I think that's all for this episode, really, as far as actual work. What we're going to do is we're going to jump over to the store real quick. And hopefully it doesn't give me the store problems. I haven't really been having them on any other thing than my original save game lately. My Zalanka series, not that I've bought a lot lately, but I haven't had an issue, and then I don't think I've had an issue in this or any other things where I've just kind of loaded up and started playing. So we will see, and if it's a problem, then we'll just drop out and come back in after I run over this car. I got so fed up with traffic on my original save game after a while. I mean, only recently I turned off traffic. I was just done with it. I'm starting to wind that farm down, that whole thing. It's a lot going on in it. Yeah, there it is. The Star Tornado 600 MD. So, 3,500. Yeah, no problem there. Bought it. So this will also do lime. Uh, you know what? While we're here, might as well, right? Nothing really needs it right now, except field number 1. Field number 1 very much needs lime, but it is growing right now. There's oats in it. So that will have to wait until we harvest it next. And then we will lime it to get our better yield. I don't really know what we're going to keep doing with that field. It's so tiny. So incredibly tiny. I don't know what the best thing to do is. Maybe we could put some grass or alfalfa in there. But you don't get much out of it. I was tooling around and what did I get out of it? I forgot how much. 3 bales? Two and a partial bale, I think. Of the small round bales. Alright, so that's there. Our lights are on for some reason. Alright, that's gonna be it for this episode in good old Lipinki. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Hopefully we can make it.